the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo! You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo! Styling and profiling. Woo! Showtime.
Welcome to Defend the Hustle. Buffalo always keeps it a buck.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is going to agree with me before they agree with you.
Lock in, because Buffalo is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Go ahead and
right here, right now.
You go ahead.
subscribe and share now.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Defend the Hustle. Tonight, our special guest is Phlipper. Also sitting in for Glass City Pickers, we have Cajun Roots Reseller. Everybody know Johnny and everybody know Paul. The middleman is running late, so hopefully we'll get him in here shortly. Let me go ahead and we're going to kind of reverse it a little bit. Let me go ahead and give a quick shout out to the chat, and then we'll get into the introductions. Want to give a shout out to Lil Debbie. Thank you for all your support and being the first in the chat. LKL Key, appreciate your support, man. Thank you for watching my videos. I just got a email on 2 days ago from YouTube saying that I can now apply once again. So hopefully I can get this all in, and you know they don't take away my my watch hours anymore. Want to give a shout out to Ella. Save here first. A shout out to All in One Package. Everybody know it's Miss Buffalo. Thank you all for what you do for the show. Jennifer Hayes, the mod for the show. Thank you for what you do, Jennifer. We got Randy at Moon. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for all your support as well. And let's see who else. Oh, Char F. What's going on, Char? Thank you for your support as well, watching the videos. Hopefully you heard the comment I just made about my channel. Still got a few more watch hours to go, but they did send me an invite to put in the application. So I don't know if that means they're going to let me slide because I already had the time before with the 3,000 hours. I'm not sure, but I'm going to submit the application and just see how it goes. Jack Treasures, thank you for coming out, Mr. Jack.
That's my boy Brian.
All right, so I think that's everybody for so far. So, Johnny, go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we'll work our way around to the special guest tonight.
All right, I'm Johnny, Cajun Roots, New England Cajun Roots Reseller, LLC. I do a morning show Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am bringing on guests now every Tuesday and Thursday where we talk about different topics, about different ways of reselling and sourcing. And then on Monday nights, I do a 4:30 fun night bingo night every Monday night. Every Wednesday is a hump day auction. This Thursday, I will be on with Ella as her co-host on Ella's show, that's Save Here First, this Thursday at 1. And then I'll be on with Glamaw's Closet this same Thursday at 7:15 on Glamaw's Classy Crap Auction. And thank you for having me and reaching out to me and asking me to be here with you.
All right. So our special guest tonight, for the people that just came in, is Phlipper, and he's definitely not a stranger to the community. I remember back when I first had the Defend the Hustle Season 2. We brought Philly on. I didn't know him from Jack Frost, but when he came on to the show,
you sure do now.
When he came on to the show, I think he was just getting his channel started, and I mean, look at him now. Mama, I think
I had like 200 subs when you invited me on, so I was like, oh,
yeah,
the great Tommy, the great Buff wants me on. Okay, I feel you.
Hey. But look, hey, like I said, Mama, look at me now.
Look at me now.
Y'all definitely put in the work, man, and definitely congratulations for all you have done with your channel. Let me bring in the middleman and
then Phil decided to show up, man. The middleman decided to show up finally. Look at this guy, man.
High
Fashion be late.
five.
How y'all doing?
All right.
He's,
All right,
he's
A
a late
little behind
starter,
tonight.
just like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Seminoles
we-
are right now. He's a
we
late
mentioned
starter.
So go ahead and introduce yourself, middleman. Then we'll open up the floor to Philly.
Well, I am the middleman picker, part-time reseller. I sell on Amazon, eBay, Walmart, and whatnot. And I'm a full-time truck driver. Thank y'all for coming out. I'm sorry I'm running a little behind.
Let us
But you're
slide
here.
this
That's
time.
all that
No
matters.
problem.
Let
No
it
problem.
slide this time. Did you
You
get a
saw
crazy story
Ella
from
comment in
anywhere?
the chat?
What happened?
You saw the comment that Ella just put in the chat for Paul?
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
That's where I met Ella when she was frozen on your show, Tommy. It's my first
Yep.
first year of Ella back in season 1 or 2 of the
Let me
Hustle.
change that. Okay. All right.
A little better. There you go.
Yeah. Ella definitely support everybody channel. So
Yep.
shout out to Ella for all she do in the community. So we're gonna open up the floor to Philly, and we're gonna get this show started. Philly, go ahead and tell us whatever you like for us to know about you, how you got started
Oh
in the
boy,
resale, and where your resale game at today.
you don't got enough time for that. You might have to make the show longer if you want to get all that
Hey,
information.
rent it, man, rent it.
So my name is Paul. Let's get the first thing out of the way. My channel name is a lie. I don't live in Philly anymore. I live in the great state of Florida. I saw the middleman killing over here. I'm like, he's doing too good. Let me come down there and see what it's all about. I started my channel back in 2019 in Philadelphia. So, but a little backstory: I was born in Ukraine. I moved to Philly when I was 8. I spent majority of my life in Philadelphia, including when I started reselling, and I started a channel, hence the name Philly Flipper. In 2023, I moved to Florida. I moved again in Florida in 2024. And I've been living here ever since. I'm a full-time garage sale goer, full-time hustler, full-time money maker. I make a buck on anything you can possibly think of, and then I also record the process. I have 2 channels. One where I wear a GoPro to my garage sales, like all the other big YouTube channels out there. You get a first-person point of view of garage sales. Watch happen with me. They have another channel called Philly Flipper Live, where I do behind-the-scenes kind of day in the lifestyle vlogs, where you see kind of what this reselling life is all about. You see me listing things, you see me shipping things, you see me packing things, you see me complaining about algorithms and all these different things. You see my successes, you see my failures, you see everything I document, a whole life of what being a reseller is about. That's my second channel. I used to sell mainly on eBay. In November of last year, I decided to give Whatnot a shot, and I've been transitioning to become almost a full-time Whatnot seller at this point. I'm on Whatnot quite a bit, and that's kind of where I make my money now. So that's about it. It's a little about me. Oh, and I'm really good looking. That's about that. I can't forget that part. And very humble.
All right. So, Johnny, do you have any questions for Paul?
I want to ask Paul, because since he moved from Philly to Florida, did you get into getting a bigger unit like you had at your warehouse? Do you plan on doing that in Florida?
No, so one of super humble. That's right. So one of the big reasons, so Florida wasn't just a location change for me. Florida was going to be a lifestyle change for me. In Philadelphia, I was going full speed on the reselling thing, and I was working in a warehouse 12 hours, 13, 14, 15 hours a day. And I was just tired of that grind. So when I decided to move down to Florida, I was like, I'm not going to have a warehouse. I'm going to be working out of my house, which means that when I downsize quite a bit, I can't be buying storage units. I got to find a different way to source. So yeah, the warehouse was never part of the plan in Florida, and I don't want to make it part of the plan. Everything runs from the house. I live in a pretty nice house, a 3-bedroom with a big garage. So it has enough room for all my stuff. And then with my new reselling thing of Whatnot, everything that I buy on Friday and Saturday, I usually sell most of it Saturday night. So I don't have to store much here to begin with, besides what I sell on eBay. But no, it's all in the house. The warehouse was, there was no windows, there was no doors. I didn't see sunlight. It was just UV rays the whole time, and you don't know what time it is. It's like a casino. Right now, I have usually a beautiful view. Right now, it's storming like crazy out there. But usually, I have a beautiful view of palm trees and sunshine, and it's a lot better than the warehouse life.
Now, my next question has to do with our the next question has to do with mental health, because I know when you lived in Philly, you have a big change in your lifestyle too when you move, because you've lost a lot of weight. How does that help you mentally with your reselling now?
But yeah, so like I said, like Florida was a mental health lifestyle change. I just want to become, and I figured for me to do that in my life, I had to do something drastic as a move. Like I used to, in Philadelphia to Florida is like an 18-hour drive, 1,200 miles. I moved across the country. I have no family here. I had very minimal friends when I moved here. But I figured for where I wanted to go in life, something like that had to have happened, and I had to take a step back and not work 24/7. Just figure out how to work to live, right? What was it? You live to work, not work to live, right? That's how it was? So I had to make that switch. And with it came health style changes, with it came better eating habits, intermittent fasting, meditation, walking, cardio, all that stuff, which resulted in me losing over 100 pounds as well. But that was like that wasn't like the goal. I didn't set up like, oh, I want to lose 120 pounds. My goal was to make a better life for myself. And then because of that, the weight thing happened as well. But yeah, I'm very happy with where I am right now.
That's good. Now, do you find with you sourcing in Florida compared to Philly, is it a big difference now the way you're finding more items to source for?
I wouldn't say the difference is that big. The quality of items are very similar. It's just there's a lot more quantity here. In Philadelphia, I was pretty much landlocked between October and about April. There was nothing. It was too cold. There was no garage sales. That's what I do for a living. So I had to go find other sources to survive or buy too much, so that way I have stock in the colder months when that happen. But now with Florida, we have garage sales all weekend, even when it's like right now it's a slow season because it's so hot. But even in a slow season, last weekend I hit maybe 20 garage sales, and then our hot season starts September, and then that, like the middleman can tell you, during those times you can probably find 200, 300, 400 garage sales on the weekend easily. So the quantity is here. There was times here in February where I had 50 community sales in one weekend, not just sales, 50 community sales. You have to figure out which community sales you want to go to. So the quantity is a lot better. That's why I chose Florida too, is for what I want to do full time. This made sense. I found out also a local auction house that I go to every single weekend where I find a lot of good stuff as well. And yeah, thankfully, knock on some wood, we're doing pretty good, especially for the way I choose to resell now, where like every weekend I have to find something good because I sell it that same weekend. So like if I have a slow weekend of picking, my whatnot show is not going to be as great as it usually is. So I had to find banger items every single weekend for it to work.
Yep. All right. That's all of my questions.
All right.
I feel like I'm applying for a job interview here.
You're close to the Tampa area, right?
I'm by Clearwater. I'm right by the water.
You're close to the Tampa area. Right?
Yeah, I'm in Pinellas County.
Okay,
so yeah, I'm 5 minutes from Clearwater, 5 minutes from the beach, about 30 minutes from Tampa Airport. That's where I am right now. Yeah. You want my exact address to mail me?
Yeah. So there's a lot going over in that area.
Oh, Pinellas County is what the most saturated county in Florida.
So you full-time whatnot?
I wouldn't say full-time whatnot.
So are you full-time whatnot only?
No. I still sell about 5 to 10 eBay items a day. So I still do pretty good on eBay. But compared to like back in Philly, I had my 9-day was close to 6 figures on eBay when I was like in Philly, when I had the warehouse, when I had employees. My 90-day was close to 100,000. Right now, my 90-day is about 20 to 30K. So like it's still pretty decent income coming from eBay, but just majority of my stuff is going to whatnot. So like I'm looking right now at my eBay stash as listed. I have DVD VCR combos. I have blenders. I have Dutch ovens. I have DVD sets. That stuff isn't really built for whatnot, but there's a market for it there. Like no one's going to go to whatnot to buy a DVD VCR combo. But if I see one for $2 and sells for 70, I'm still picking it up. That's going on eBay. But the rest of the stuff, the video games, the Pokemon cards, the action figures, the plush, the purses, the clothes, the shoes, all the stuff that used to go on eBay is now going on whatnot. Yeah.
Hey, Lil David said, did you say anything about you do storage units?
I used to do in Philly, but I
Yeah.
don't do them now because I don't have a warehouse. So
Okay.
like I look at it like the itch is still there. The itch is always there. So like I had the websites up, and if I find a small enough unit that has just a bunch of bins and boxes, I might still pick it up and see what it's got. But in Philly, I used to buy 5 to 10 units a week. So I bought a lot in Philly, and now it completely changed.
All right. Shout out to Derek in the chat, fundamentals, and
Don't shout out Derek
shout
Ever.
out
Come on.
to
Don't be
Mikey.
shouting that man now.
Think I forgot her. Appreciate you all coming out supporting the channel. Middleman, you got any more questions?
Hit me, Middleman.
No, I'm pretty sure everybody knows Paul. Paul is very active in the community. Very active.
Right.
Yep.
I watch your videos. I see you going out on the yard sale adventures and stuff. Do you ever get calls like people know you out here, like from prior sales, say, hey, I want you to come over, take a look at this, or if you're interested in this? Do you get a lot of those, or you just now building up your network?
So in Philly, I used to get them quite a bit, probably almost every single week. So now I'm slowly getting people. I get so my emails are on my YouTube, and I probably get an email every 2 or 3 days of somebody, but they live in like Topeka, Kansas, or they're like in Spokane, Washington. So like I can't really do much with that. But as far as like people here, I'm slowly like I introduce myself everywhere I go. So at the auction house, there's some people that have things that maybe they can't move, but you guys hear that, or is that just that thing was loud?
That was from you.
Yeah. So
what's
like
going on out here too? I'm getting a lot of it too.
I was gonna ask, like, that's coming because that came from you. That storm came from you, man. So yeah, it's gonna be here for a while.
So that's why I'm late tonight.
Yeah, yeah, that thing is serious. So I share my information wherever. Oh,
My bad, man. I'm playing around over here.
He just kicking you out, man. He said get out of here, yeah. So like I share my info wherever I go. I'm not afraid. One of my biggest tips wherever I tell people is tell people what you do. Now, a lot of people think there's like a stigma with reselling. Yeah. You don't want to share information with people. You don't want to tell everybody. I tell every single person. When I'm at a garage sale and people say, what are you doing? What are you buying this? I say, I buy and sell for a living. I'm not going to say, oh, this is going to my granddaughter or whatever. I'm going to say, no, I'm going to flip this and make money on it. And they're like, oh, okay. And if they're upset about it, it's a yard sale, they'll be okay. Sometimes they ask you more, and sometimes they say, oh, I got more stuff here. I got more stuff there. So I always share it when I buy, when I sell. 2 days ago, I sold 2 vintage Devil Rays hats to a guy for $50 locally. And he was like, where'd you get them from? I'm like, oh, I go to garage sales for a living. He's like, oh, it's like, I love Devil Ray stuff. Here's my number. If you find it, let me know. You got to buy it right away. Now if I lied to him and said, oh, no, these are my hats from my collection, I would have never exchanged information. I would never got the potential buyer in the future. So that's my biggest tip is always tell people what you do, build your network, build your connection, build that Rolodex. And so like I've been in Pinellas County since February. So I'm slowly getting to know the lay of the land here and getting my name out there as well.
So in comparison, and I'm not trying to dig into your personal business. If you don't want to answer the question, that's fine, because I don't like putting people on the spot. But in ballpark figure, in comparison, say within the 30-day mark, how do you compare your sales on Whatnot to your eBay sales?
So on Whatnot, I make about $3,000 a week right now. That's what I do on Whatnot. $3,000 a week, that equals about $12,000 a month. And that's so I don't. So if you like D-Mail Man would know, Johnny, he's all about on Whatnot. You have this like those payouts. He says payout, whatever goes into it. So I don't use the payout option until every Sunday. It's like today, and every Sunday my payouts between $2,000 to $3,000, sometimes $3,500. If I have some mega shows, maybe it's $4,000. So that's what's going into my bank account, which it's not like the eBay 9-day total where it's fees and shipping and all that stuff included. That's actually what's going into my bank account. It's about $2,000 to $3,000 every single week. But I have 4 shows, 5 shows sometimes. And like I said, on eBay, I maybe sell 5 items a day, 10 items a day. That depends on that. But those things, maybe I make, I don't know, $1,000 a week on eBay. Like that's like take home. If it's a good week, 500 right. Usually that's kind of what it is. So it's like, it kind of like split. In the past in Philly, eBay was my main money and the Whatnot was my fun money. Now Whatnot is my main money, and then now eBay is kind of like the fun money. Yeah, kind of.
Okay,
that's kind of how it is.
Yeah, I was just wondering, what was the shift, because I noticed when you do sell,
the shift is huge. It's like legit.
Yeah. I know, man. I watching one of your Whatnot show. It's like everything you were putting up, it was moving. I was like, man, I know he's making a killing. But I didn't stick around because the show was too long. But
yeah. But my big shows are my Saturday shows. They're called my Saturday mega shows, which pretty much everything I find that weekend, I sell Saturday night, and I start everything at $1. Doesn't matter what it is. Like yesterday, I sold a vintage Coach bag. I sold for $200 on eBay. I started at $1. Yesterday, I sold a vintage Cleveland Indians new old stock, new of tags T-shirts. That's for $200 on eBay. Started that at $1. And they don't sell for $200 on my shows. They sell for $60, $70, $80. And the people that buy it from me actually going to go on eBay and flip it, and good for them. That works for me. I paid $2 for that shirt. I'm cool making 70 same day. I paid $3 for that Coach purse. I think it sold for 85, but the lady is actually buying it for herself, so she didn't buy it to flip. But she got an awesome Coach bag for 85. She's coming back to my shows because she got a great deal, and I paid $3 for that thing. And I bought it Saturday morning. I sold it Saturday night. So usually on these mega shows, it depends how long they last. They're 3 to 5 hours. Sometimes I sell anywhere between 100 to 200 items per these shows. Yeah.
Okay. Derek had a question.
So when did you start doing the dollar starts?
Dollar starts, I just started about month and a half ago. Now I always did low starts. I did $3 starts, $5 starts, maybe $10 starts or something really good. But I decided $1 just sounds so much more appealing, because pretty much like if I'm going to start something for $1 or $3, usually that thing's going to get up to $3 anyway, So like might as well start at $1. It sounds more appealing to the people. And then also there's like the Whatnot gives you like tabs you can like highlight, and one of them is called dollar starts. So like when you highlight that tab, I think Whatnot pushes your show out a lot more, because like, oh, this guy is bringing heat and he's starting it at $1. So I just decided to do dollar starts, and so whatever happens. Now even like it's crazy. Like I have 100 people in my shows, I still sell some things for $1, even though there's so many people there. Like yesterday, I think I sold 2 or 3 items for $1. And that's just how business works. Maybe only one person wanted it, they bid $1, nobody else wanted it. That's how it works. So it's kind of like a risk and reward thing. But most of the stuff is like it gets bid up to I would say about 50 to 60% of what I would get for it on eBay. But I get it that same day, which is amazing.
Hey, Lil Debbie had a question. She said, when do you do your shipping, and how long does it take for that type of volume?
So shipping I do next day. So the shipping for yesterday's show, I started at 6 a.m. this morning, and I finished at about 10:30 a.m. So it takes me about 4 to 5 hours. That's if I'm focused. Now I have ADHD. A lot of times I can't ship for that long, so I would ship for like 1 or 2 hours or something else, ship again, blah blah blah. This morning I had so much stuff to do on my list, I had to stay focused, so it took me I had 137 orders yesterday. It took me about 4.5 hours this morning to ship.
All right. And Derek's question was how you stay grounded.
I don't. No, I stay grounded because I just remember where I came from. Like I said, my background is I came from Ukraine. My parents sacrificed everything to come to this country. They came to this country with $100 in their pocket to give me a better chance of life. So I just remember where I came from. I remember that. I remember why I'm doing this. I remember the why, and that helps me stay grounded. The why. If you guys have a why, you guys can accomplish almost anything. Makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So if we don't have any other questions in the chat, we're gonna move on with the show. We're gonna go ahead. We got 16, 17 people in here. We're gonna do our first giveaway. So basically tonight we are doing the one Marvel Legends, the Eternals, the God of War, and we're gonna do Wonder Woman, the collective to collect to build a Dark Father, and this one right here. I think I got probably 25 of these in the warehouse, so I'm gonna give one away tonight. And this will be the last giveaway to Wonder Woman. Johnny, believe it or not, man, I got to find your item. The item you won last week.
Uh-huh.
I took it out of here to the warehouse, and then when I was trying to pack it up to ship, you know what? I was just thinking, man, one spot I didn't check, and it's probably sitting right there waiting for me.
Last spot, yeah, but don't check. Yep.
Yeah. So if I can get to it, I'll get that thing shipped out tomorrow.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go ahead and give away Thena. I guess that's how you pronounce her name. She is the goddess of war. And go ahead and drop them in the chat from 1 to 25 if you're interested. 1 to 25. This is what you're gonna get. No blemish. Actually, I got these in a liquidation palette. I think they sent me 40 of different characters, but it's like $3 and some change a piece. All right. While they're dropping the numbers, let's get in. We're gonna keep going. I guess the next question is what we got going on this week. You know, in your long range schedule for the week. What some of the key things you got going on, and we kick it out with you, Johnny.
Well, for me, I'm been working on item specifics. Every time it seems like ABA does a update, I keep getting more item specifics. So I started this last month in June. I started with almost 1,000 of them, and I'm finally down. As of before the show today, I'm down to under 30. So I got like 25. So I'm almost there. But my biggest thing is to get more listings. I already have, as of this yesterday, I did 145 drafts. And I'm just going to, in my next process is just taking pictures and listing. And basically trying to get more listed on my other platforms because I do sell on eBay, Mercari, Etsy, Posh. I do live shows on Posh and whatnot. And then I also do 2 antique booths, but I got to get those done as well by bringing new product because it's a lot of the stuff there is like fitting in glass and vintage pieces. So I got to bring some more stuff there. So that's my goal for this week.
How many people do you get out to your Posh lives?
Right now, because I'm still starting out, I'm getting about 20 to 30 people in my chats, both on Whatnot and on Posh.
Okay.
Average.
All right, we're going to close this one
I don't
out.
do it every day and every weekend either, but it's just a matter of getting the time to do it.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot of share shows and I also do co-hosting others for others to come on and show their Posh closet as well.
Right. Okay. We're going to go ahead and close this one out. This is what you're going to win. And the number is the number 3.
Oh, Jennifer.
I think someone said 3. Yeah, Jennifer Hayes.
Jennifer did it right on the nose.
Jennifer.
Rigged.
All right, Jennifer. You got another package coming your way. All right, Miller Man, what you got going on for this week? It's like you got a little delay out there because the rain.
Yeah, you got a little delay. Yeah. It's like a reporter on the field, you know. It's like you're the news anchor, and he's a reporter on the field.
It's coming out hard. It's still coming out real hard out here. No, it's still a delay, huh?
Now go ahead. Go ahead. We hear you.
Yep. Yeah, I see y'all catching me at the last. It's coming out real hard out here. That's why. But me personally, I'm trying to get more motivated in doing whatnot, because I want to push a lot of my items like these, the wrestling figures. I'm noticing that my video game shows produce more people as of right now, and I'm trying to figure out which direction I really want to go focus in. Because with video games, I can get them for dirt cheap. But with my action figures, Amazon, I pretty much sell more of my action figures on Amazon and Walmart. So I'm trying to debate if I want to push more of the yard sale stuff on whatnot. That's why I've been coming in the Paul's show. I just want to see, try to get a blueprint on it. You know what I mean? Because like you said, it's a lot of yard sales going on here, like every week. Right. Like I know in just his general area, man, it'd be if you pull up that app, it'd be flooded. So I'm trying to focus more on that. Other than that, get those followers up on whatnot.
Right.
But as usual, right now in the fourth quarter is the next quarter. So I got to start shipping more stuff into Amazon because I'm gonna get back to shipping in Amazon. So that's another goal I got coming up the next week or two. Because I have quite a bit of stuff that I pulled out of Amazon that I need to get back into Amazon, because I noticed, like Buff know, sometimes when you hold stuff, all the low ballers get off it. Now you look at the price and all that stuff, and that stuff is starting to go up in price. And that's what I'm noticing. So a lot of stuff like he just put up a Radon cup. Paul just had a Radon cup he drinking out of. Radon is starting to sell on there now too for some reason. I'm so quite a few Radon mugs in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, so my goal is to put as much of stuff in Amazon this fourth quarter than I have been in the last few couple of years. So that's my goal.
And now's the right time to do it too.
Week and month, because the fourth quarter, it's coming up fast. It's coming up fast.
Yeah,
next month is almost here. You know what I mean?
It's flying by, man. It's already almost August.
Staging your boxes, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I already.
That's what I'm getting. I'm getting all my inventory. I'm getting all my inventory. What I'm sending in now, consolidated.
Right.
And then I'm just gonna get at it.
Yeah. I wanted to get mine in to start to catch this prime, and so I did that, and now I'm just working on the new shipment to get in, because I want to, like you said, maximize what I get to the fulfillment centers this year, for several reasons. But yeah, you got anything else you want to add?
Wait 5 seconds.
No, other than that prime, I didn't even think about the prime.
Yeah, Paul just messing with you.
Yeah, 4 or 5 seconds. Yeah, 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, it got a 5 second delay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
the weather's bad.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we start a GoFundMe for the middleman? Give him some good internet. Can you start a GoFundMe for my man over here?
Yeah. Johnny them gave me an idea, but I haven't put it in there yet. The Ethernet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll probably stop out
to your internet.
Lagging.
Plug it in. Yep.
Yeah. All right, Paul, what you got going on for the week?
Same thing. I usually do. This week I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whatnot shows until next Sunday. I have 6 whatnot shows this week. 3 on Tuesday, 1 on Friday, 2 on Saturday. So just stocking up for that. Like Jimmy said, like we live in a good place. Like I live in Pinellas County. Pinellas County, I think, is only like 30 miles long from north to south and 50 miles wide. It's a very small county, but we have 1 million people that live here. So it's a very
Wow.
saturated county. We have Clearwater, we got St. Pete, we have big cities. So like you said, yard sales all around from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I can hit up a yard sale almost any single time. So it's just about that. Getting those things loaded. I made myself a little goal. So like my eBay doesn't die. I list 5 things on eBay a day. It's my little thing. So I just do that, list 5 a day. Seems to be working, cross post that to the other platforms and yeah. Get my videos done. I do 5 videos a week. Get the videos done, get my workouts in, and that's about it. Nothing too crazy happening. Just stock up. By the way, Ray Dunn does good on Whatnot too, not just on Amazon. When I find these at garage sales, I get better than eBay money on them on my Whatnot. Like so these like the used mugs sell for about like $10 or $15 on eBay. I get like 15 or 20 for them on my Whatnot. So like how I do with them is like usually I find more than one and I put up 4 or 5 together and we just do winner's choice and people bid against each other to get which one they want. And some of them do pretty well. What's up, Glamas?
You have a question right there from Jack.
I'm gonna have to try that. I got a lot of Ray Dunn stuff.
Yes. So Mr. Jack's asking about our Ray train. So if you guys don't know what Ray trains are, Ray trains is a really good way for you to gain followers on Whatnot. It's kind of like a community collab thing where at the end of the show and Whatnot, you can either choose to end the show or you can raid your whole audience into another show. And so the way Ray trains work is that it depends on how many people do it in a certain amount of time. When your show is over, you rate into the next person on that train. They have their show, they rate the next person in the train, blah, 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 blah. So I have one, or I used to have one. I'm taking a break for the summer called the Community Garage Sale one every single Tuesday night, where we have 6 people. We start at 4 p.m., we end at 10 p.m. And they go in for an hour, they sell things, and they rate the next person, rate the next person. And it pretty much was like it was the only like rate train in the garage sale category. So everybody and their mom wanted to be on it. But I only have 5 slots a week I can fill. And so I had to say no to a lot of people. And that's like one of the hardest things to do. Or it wasn't like a no. It was be like, I don't know who you are. Let me go see your show. Let me see if you have good quality items. Let me go see if you're someone my audience would want. Because I have like a pretty nice audience. I don't want someone that's going to come out there and use cuss words every 2 seconds and play all this like the terrible stuff that my audience is not going to like. So a lot of people that came up and asked to be in the train, I'm like, I don't know who you are. I need to invite you. Like Derek's been asking me like for 25 years. I finally let him on last week. So like it took fundamentals.
So I think the question really was, if anybody asks you to be on a raid train, do you tell them no because you can't do it? I think that's what the question was.
I usually try to say yes to almost every raid train invite. It's just schedule. Like if I'm doing something like I have things in my schedule, like I play volleyball 5 times a week. That's pretty set. I have different things that I'm doing at different times. So like the time I would say no is if my schedule does not work. But I usually say, holy moly, I usually say yes to all raid trains, and I don't care what the raid train is. I try to get in on all of them because the more I can get my name out there, the more people follow me. So like the best trains for me are the ones that are not in a garage sale category. If they're in I joined a plant train last week. They were selling plants, and I was like, I'll join it. I won't sell plants. I'll sell garage sale stuff, but I'll join it. And I got a bunch of plant people that follow me now. So this week I sold planters on my garage sale train that I found. And some of the plant people bought the players. So it's like you get your name out there, you get all these different people to come to your show. It's all good.
I have to say the one I enjoyed, the first one I've done, I think it was this year, was when I was somebody reached out to me and asked me to do the trip around the world. But on
the US, travel the US one. Yeah.
Yes, and I enjoyed that one.
That was a fun train.
Yeah. And they asked me, and I said, sure, I loved it. And it was fun. So if you get the opportunity, if somebody asks you, definitely try to see if you can get on there.
It's the best way to, like I said, people ask like, how do you grow? The best way is to get into these trains because that gets your name out there. Like if it's a good train, you probably can get easily 50 people in your show, and most of the people don't know who you are. and use the opportunity to get like you as soon as you get rated, you start a giveaway, because when on the giveaways, people have to follow you to get into the giveaway. So you get those followers right away, make a good first impression on them. They'll come back. They'll come back.
Yeah, because I usually do about 3 giveaways depending on how long my show is.
Yeah,
So
Derek, Derek was selling
I
socks.
just raid anybody.
So does everyone on the raid or on the train or whatever? I'm still trying to learn how this works. Do y'all all start out with the same prices, or everybody varies?
Well, it depends on who's running the train. They might have certain rules that said, "Hey, we do $5 starts on this train," or "Hey, we do $1 starts on this train."
Oh, okay.
Or it is. But the trains that I run are usually not like I did a big one on July 5th with some of the bigger YouTubers and whatnotters, and I asked people to come on that train to do $1 starts. So everybody started $1 on that one. But usually I'm pretty lenient on rules. Like the ones I have on my Tuesday, it's like you run whatever you want at whatever price you want. I always say, just keep in mind it's a garage sale train. So don't be coming there and asking $50 or $100 for items. It is a garage sale train. So people start things at $5, $7, $10, $3. You know, you go to garage sale, you see those prices there. It's not like a restriction on rules.
And there's also maybe a theme, so you have to kind of go with that theme of whatever they're doing too.
Yeah, sometimes it's like a wig train. You have to wear a wig. Sometimes it's like I'm doing a Christmas in July train on Friday, so I gotta like wear something Christmassy and play some Christmas music. And it's like, you know, it's like fun things like that. Try to get into it.
All right, let me give a shout out to Glamorous Closet. Appreciate you coming out, Glam. Shout out also to Homeschool Mama. Appreciate you coming out, supporting the channel. Let's see, did I miss anybody? No, I don't think so. So for me, basically this week I'm going to continue to list. I'm working on another Amazon fulfillment center shipment. I did buy some more toys that I'm getting put into the rotation. I'm right actually in the middle of determining whether or not I'm going to put them on Walmart, or I'm going to box them up and ship them out through the Amazon fulfillment. And another thing which I kind of dropped the ball on was, and I knew it was going to eventually catch up with me. I was prepping the shipment, and the day of the shipment, I actually started the video to kind of show you all what was in the boxes and how I prepped those items to ship to the fulfillment center. And as soon as I started the video, about 2 minutes later, UPS was knocking on the big door to make the pickup. So I had to quickly put the camera down, start taping the boxes up. I already had the labels and stuff in place and get that stuff up out of there, which I'm glad, you know, it worked out the way it did to a certain degree, even though I didn't get the footage, is because all of those boxes are now checked in at the fulfillment center, and they're going to make the Prime, sale that they have at Walmart. I mean, at Amazon.
And that's Tuesday and Wednesday, isn't it?
Say again.
It's on this Tuesday and Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
and the crazy thing too, I was gonna call you, Middleman, and tell you, is that I had one shipment that went to a location, and before they could check it in, I already had 24 sales.
Wow.
So, you know, they were all pending sales. So that was a great thing. And also I got another video. I'm going to release a video. I think my editor should be done with it that I can release tomorrow. I'm not for sure I'm going to do a premiere. I'm just going to post it out there. And it's basically about a unboxing for Whatnot. It's some toys that I purchased off of Whatnot that I'm going to do unboxing on. And I got some great deals on it. And I kind of talk about a couple of pros and cons if you're going to use Whatnot to source your products. And this weekend I'm going to push out another video, trying to get those videos up back to the way I used to do it, so that I can get my channel back rolling like it was at one time. It was fast paced, and then it just came to a halt. And it definitely had a lot to do with me doing that. But I wanted to put out, that I said earlier to the people that just got here, is for everyone that went out and watched my videos and put them on your playlist. I appreciate you. I thank you for your support. I got the application from YouTube to go ahead and submit it to get my channel back monetized. So I just want to let you all know that I'm very appreciative for all the support that you all took time out to put my videos on. And, I appreciate you. And any way I can support you, just let me know.
Don't stop there. For those that are fairly new to the channel, because I see some of the new people from a morning show, still go and watch the playlist. You're gonna learn a lot from his videos, but still do that playlist because you want to make sure he keeps those watch hours. Keep going.
Yeah. Appreciate
They'll
that.
fall off every 365 days.
Right.
You can learn a lot from Buffalo.
Hey man, I try, man. I try. We're gonna get into the reseller 411 portion of the show. So let me go ahead and crank that up. And basically we're gonna talk about this big bust they had on the Lego haul.
I heard about that.
Reseller 411, the unfiltered truth, telling it like it is. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't.
An Oregon toy store owner is facing charges after more than $200,000 worth of stolen Lego sets were found at his store. 47-year-old Amon Henriksen is accused of knowingly buying more than 4,000 new Lego sets from people who stole them from major retailers. Police say they watched they suspected thieves steal the sets and sell them to the toy store for months. Many of them left upset at the amount of cash they received.
We'd watch people go into the stores with the Legos and come out with cash in hand.
Wow.
All right, let me shut this down.
The thing I do is hit stop sharing.
Yeah, I was trying to hit that.
Teach him, Johnny. Teach him.
Another
All right,
so selling stolen goods.
Yeah, so Johnny, you can kick it off if you know anything about this, and we'll work our way around the room and I'll close it out.
That's the actual first time I see the video. I only saw the clips of the news because I get the news feeds on my phone, and a lot of times I don't sit there and read them. But I did see the capture of it. But then I saw this morning there was several videos on YouTube about that with the big old picture they saw in that little video clip. But that's all I know about it. But again, you do dirt, it's gonna come back and get you.
Right.
That's right.
Karma's a
man.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it yet.
It's. Am I still lagging?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yes, yeah. But y'all face I am. But I didn't really watch any but one video of it, and what caught me was whatever you just said. Some people left out upset about the type of money he gave them for the Legos. I can imagine what he was doing to them. Like he was, lowballing them, knowing that Lego sets probably was selling for $100+. You know what I mean? And someone must have snitched on him. It had to have. That's why you got to be fair with people. If you're gonna be dealing in stolen products, you can't be a crook too. You know what I mean?
It sounded like in that video, though, it sounded like they were watching him for a while, that particular guy.
Right. Paul, you know anything about it?
He was doing crooked business.
Yeah, for sure.
He said you can't be a thief and a lowballer at the same time. I thought that's what resellers are, man. And that's what I get accused of every single day. And then, check out my comment section, man. Man, you stole that. You're a lowballer.
You get some interesting comments on your videos.
That's me in a nutshell right there, man.
Yeah, we had one clown that made the reseller 411 that was trying to call you out. I forgot what his name. Something Steve.
Heckin' Steve.
Yeah, Heckin' Steve. Yeah, that clown.
Dude loves me, man.
Yeah.
What's up with him, bro?
He made a video about me last week again. I think this is like 6 or 7 videos made about me now. So
wow.
I should start charging him for rent, man. I live rent free in his head.
Why he hates you so?
So he's a video
Why he hate
game
you so?
buyer. He's a video game buyer, and he hates resellers because resellers make the video game prices go by for him. What's up, Kevin? So he started making YouTube hate videos about other resellers like Phoenix Resale, Shad Juice, all these people. Kevin, shut your mouth, man. Kevin
What's up,
just
Kevin?
doesn't get invited because his internet's worse than the middleman. So he wouldn't be on here anyway. But so he started doing all these hate videos about those guys, and then somehow found me through it. And it's pretty funny. He has a video where he does like different tiers. You know, people have like a tier list. You know, like a S tier, A tier for like different things. He had one for most like scummiest resellers. And he had like a would flip your grandma tier, like all these like little ones. I think like Kevin was on the flip your grandma tier. But then he had the top tier was Antichrist. And it was me and Phoenix Resale were the Antichrist ones. So he really likes me a lot. His thing is he hates how resellers scalp and drive the price of goods up for people that want to collect. And so like I kind of get that from the video game perspective, but for me, he hates me on buying like boat manuals and car manuals and Nancy Drew books, like stuff he has no interest in. So I don't know why I'm on his radar, but it's okay. It's publicity, right? Free publicity. Like no publicity is bad publicity, right? That's the way I look at it. His videos about me get 5,000 to 10,000 views. Maybe some of those people come over and watch. And I always say, a hate watcher is better than the one that loves you, because a hate watcher will watch the whole video and find something to hate you on. People that like you maybe will watch maybe 2 to 3 minutes and then they'll stop. But a hate watcher is going to watch the whole thing. So I welcome those all the time.
Exactly. Well,
that wouldn't be fair, Kevin. Like I would destroy him in a ring. That would not be a fair fight.
Yeah, we tried to keep it short about that dude, man. We didn't want to give him a whole lot of airplay because it was just ridiculous on some of the stuff that he say, and he ain't got no filters. I mean,
and like I even messaged him saying like I wouldn't mind going live with him and trying to have a debate, but it's not something I would share with my audience, because again, like if you want to be against what I do, that's one thing. But then to call me out for my look, my speech, my accent, the way my home country. He called out my faith in the last video. He called me a fake Christian and all those things. Like there's like a line that you don't cross, and you do it. Like if you don't like the reselling part, okay, it is what it is. But like he goes above it and beyond it, and so
That's going too far.
I don't want any part of that yet.
Right. All right, let me give a shout out to Mel Flippets. Appreciate you coming out. And we're gonna get off of that guy, man. I want to get like Jennifer say, we won't give him no free advertisement, no airplay. Exactly. I mean, because the dude's just a straight up hater all the way around. And I don't like to be around that kind of energy. So yeah, I watched the video. I actually watched the video I think it was last week. I think I watched it, and then I watched it again on Rockstar Phlipper channel out of Tampa. He made a nice little, summary of what happened over there. And this is the second time they caught someone doing this kind of stealing over in Colorado. We talked about it few months ago on the Reseller 411 about somebody got caught up in a sting over there. And once again, we got Colorado on the news again for so-called legit
wasn't it like something
Lego
to do with
store
handbags or something?
Say again?
Wasn't it about handbags the last time?
No, it was toys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was an action figure store that was selling high-end action figures and stuff. They were stealing that stuff. But it did have a nerve to try to, go legit and open up a store, which is crazy to me. And also, too, it was another big Lego bus. I can't remember the state where they was actually selling it out of their houses. And they was buying it from people that steal it. And then they were selling it on Facebook Marketplace to buyers, and that's how they got busted. Was one of the buyers, felt like they was overcharged on the item, and they made a complaint about it. And next thing you know, the police got involved and they got busted on Facebook Marketplace. But I mean, that just go to show you, man, you gotta, do this thing the right way. I mean, if you're gonna sell something, I made a couple of videos about, if you got somebody that you call your guy or hookup guy or whatever, is that being sketchy as a reseller? And my thing is, you got to cover yourself. You can, everything we want is on the internet. You can create your own bill of sales. Go out there and meet with somebody. They're gonna sell you 10 action figures, and you feel like that's the condition you want to buy it in. Have them sign off on it. Put all the information that can if something happened, that can take the police back to them. And like, hey, I was just being a legit businessman. I got the documentation. He said these things, was nothing sketchy going on with it. And, I figured I was doing business to business, but if it does come out where something you pick up from somebody like that and it's stolen goods, at least you got documentation to show the good faith that, hey, I wasn't trying to do nothing, sketchy with, buying these goods. So to protect yourself as a reseller, that's something
they don't sign it. You don't want to do business with them anyway, Like
again.
And if they don't sign a bill of sale, you don't want to do business with them.
Oh
anyway.
yeah, for sure.
Then something's up, and you're like, okay,
that's my first sign when I'm dealing with anybody to make a meetup to buy it. We can't meet at the police station. I don't need to buy it.
Exactly.
That's my biggest advice when you sell locally. Never give your address. Ain't no one come in my house. Nope. And like sometimes I bought some Starbucks cup last week, and the lady's like, okay, here's where I live. I'm like, I would recommend you don't do that. Thankfully I'm not gonna do anything to you, but like next time you sell something, just say, hey, let's meet at this public place. Like the don't is be given out, like, because I didn't even agree to come yet. Like I was like, okay, let's figure out a day. She's like, okay, well, here's my home address. This is where I live. How far is it from you? I'm like, don't be giving that information out just to everybody on Facebook.
Man. I know. Shout out to ATL Flippers. Appreciate you all coming. I got to get y'all on the show as well, man. I haven't had y'all.
Derek out there be stealing these units, man. These units that Derek be buying, man. Killing them.
Hey, man, they making a killing.
Yep.
Good finds.
A lot of arrested rappers in the Atlanta area, man. Apparently, every unit he buys, it's some ex-dealer or ex-rapper or ex-celebrity, man. It's almost hard to believe.
I mean, that's pretty much how it rolled around here, man. Everybody a rapper.
ATL's no joker, probably. We got here. I just got bingo grandmas, man. I think that's gonna be my unit. I bought this unit from a bingo grandma. I don't think that's as clickbaity as a rapper. I don't think it's gonna work out that well.
Yeah, exactly. What's going on, Bill Bixby? Appreciate you coming out, brothers. Thank you for all you do for the show, man. I think I just did my show and tell. Do anybody got anything you want to show that you picked up this weekend that you might want to share with somebody?
It all sold, Tommy. All the stuff up there for this weekend's gone.
Everything I'm packed out.
I can show you my stacks of packages.
Right.
it was in there.
All right. So this is the only item that I got as a show and tell, which is this Wonder Woman. And it's part of a Build-A-Figure. And this is the back of it. So as I mentioned earlier, I picked up a lot of these, and I'm willing to put one in the giveaway for you all tonight. So, I mean, I got to say how it is, man. This one of the sexiest Wonder Woman figures I've seen. Just call it like it is, man.
Gotta call like.
But yeah, this is gonna be the last giveaway for the night. If nobody got any show and tell, we're gonna go ahead and do the giveaway.
Derek says he knows that.
Yeah. So Mr. Jack, his name is Brian. He also buys storage units, and he also lives in the Atlanta area. So I think they may have battled over with the ATL over some units. Yeah. Jack Traders are a good friend of mine. They're Whatnot sellers. They bring all their storage unit goods to Whatnot. And my advice, I was going to tell you the email. I forgot that. Like if you want to grow on Whatnot, the 3 fastest categories to grow in right now are Pokemon cards, storage units, and video games. So when you're debating about video games and action figures, those 3 categories right now are the hottest categories and the fastest growing ones. Storage units, people love that because of the show. And people go live from their units. People watch those shows for hours because they don't know what's coming next. Video games are always hot. Like every single garage sale show I do, people come in, say, do you have video games? Do you have video games? Do you have video games? Video games are hot. And Pokemon. People love Pokemon. And right now the market for Pokemon is skyrocketing. So those are the 3 fastest growing ones. So if you're debating doing action figures or video games grow a lot faster. A lot faster.
I have seen a lot of videos where they're buying and doing a live show from the storage unit or from a garage sale. Yeah. Or an estate sale. That's pretty interesting.
I put those on as just background noise. Just for the experience.
I've been noticing flea markets now too.
Yeah.
Yep. There's one lady called Deal Me In.
I've been noticing people at flea markets.
Yeah, she kind of lives. I don't know. She might live by you. I don't know where you live.
She
by you?
She blocked me.
Yeah. She blocked you.
She blocked me.
What'd you do to her? I got to talk to her.
Yeah. She went to the Wednesday. She had went to the Wednesday flea market, and I know that flea market, and I put it in there, and then she blocked me.
Oh, well, she don't want people to know where she is, man. Don't be calling her out. Yeah, but she's one of the people.
I ain't mean to,
she had no following. Deal Me In. She had no social media, no anything. She started going live from the markets. She gets 100 people that come to her show all the time, just shopping at her flea markets, and she just did it by grinding. She kept going every single time. And if it's at $5 at the flea market, she starts it at 10. If it's 10, she starts it at 20. And she makes those little profits in every single item, and she has 100 people at her shows all the time. No social media following whatsoever. So, just don't tell her where she is, or she'll block you. Apparently, that's the only way.
It was a mistake. I just saw it on. Oh shoot!
So
I'll message her for you and say, "Hey, D-Mailman's a nice guy. Give him an unblock, okay? I'll throw you a bone."
Yeah, I like watching her.
Yeah.
So it's Jack from Florida, or he's
no, Mr. Jack is from the Atlanta area. He's Georgia.
Okay. Yeah, Jack, I'm over in Fayetteville. So you have a cross path, man. I'll be over here. I got a warehouse location in Fayetteville.
They buy storage units and have a lot of toys, Buff. They buy a lot of toys. So
yeah, man. You get some toys, man. Give me a shout, man. We might make a deal. I like buying toys.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and do this last giveaway. I got to jump on a call after this show with one of the guests that I met from Nurse Phlipper show. So if you're interested in this Wonder Woman, go ahead and drop your number in the chat from 1 to 25. 1 to 25. This item is in pristine condition. And like I said, it was in a buy that I picked up about 25 of these. So
Jack said he's met you before.
Yeah, he said he met you, but you don't remember.
Jack said he met you before.
Where at? Where did we meet, Jack?
I'm guessing at a Walmart, maybe.
Could have been, man.
Could be.
That would make sense.
I wouldn't dispute that.
Walmart checkout line at the clearance aisle.
I wouldn't dispute that.
Don't forget to check your number. If you have a number that somebody already put in the chat, you have to change your number so you have a chance. If you choose to.
Hell, middleman. You falling off, man.
Yep. What happened?
Yeah, I that number you picked, you know.
Jack says he met you in 2019 at an estate sale
in Smyrna. It's a long time ago. That's when I started.
Yeah,
YouTube.
were you the one that bought out the whole estate sale?
Something he would do. Something Brian
If
would
that's
do.
you, I definitely remember who you are. I made a video about you. If you the person. I think you was at a estate sale and you came in, assessed the place, and then you made an offer to buy the whole estate sale.
Yep,
he said yes. That was him.
Yeah, man. Hey, I made a video about you, man. I call it the whale shark. And that video was about you, man. Yeah,
Yes,
go back to watching, Brian.
Yeah, we gotta link up, man. I definitely remember you, man. You was a funny guy.
And you got a video made for you.
It was just cool how you, it was cool how you just came in and bought the place out.
Yeah, I met them at the Nashville Flippers reseller meetup this week, this year. That's where I met Brian and Tracy, the treasures. They're awesome people.
Yeah.
Is that video on YouTube?
It was a lot of people hurt that day.
What you said the name of the video was called? What you called them?
I got to go back and look. It was at one of my estate sale videos, but I talked about the whale shark, and I was basically speaking of him. I think I had him on a couple clips in the video as well. I said, this is what happened when you run into a whale shark and had a shark jumping up out the water. And I said, this guy came in to clean the whole
and I remember that video
sale out.
I remember you talking about that in that video.
It's been an ad for years.
2019.
Right, so let's go ahead and close this one out. This is the number.
Ooh. Shar was close to 22.
21. Who the closest?
Shar got it, right? Shar is 22.
Shar, okay. Char F 22.
Yep.
All right. No 20.
Nope.
All right. 20. There you go, Char. I get this shipped out to you. I throw you on Barbie in there as well.
Oh.
All right. Congratulations, Char. That's all right, Jack, man. You see my Instagram over here, Buffalo_43, man. Hit me up. And that way we can have a way to communicate. All right. So let's go around the room. Start out with special guests. You pretty much unplugged everything, Paul, for the week. If you want to go back over there or something that you missed out, man, go ahead and plug it.
I feel like Jen been plugging me all day. She's been dropping my links like crazy. Shout out to Jen, Jennifer Hayes. Find me on YouTube. 2 YouTube channels: Philly Flipper Live. I put out 5 to 6 videos a week. 3 on the main channel, 2 or 3 on a second channel. Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, you'll get a video from me every single day. It's like a sitcom. You'll get tired of me real quick, trust me. But it's there. Garage sale channels on one, day in the life vlogs on the other. Follow me on Whatnot. I said I do about 3 to 4 Whatnot videos a week. And just some advice to some people: don't be afraid to change. That's the beautiful part about the reselling thing, is you can change, you can adapt and become a different person. If you asked me 2 years ago if I'd be selling on Whatnot Live like full time, I'll say no way. There ain't no way. I'm happy with the eBay thing right now. I'm really happy with the Whatnot, and who knows, maybe a year from now something else will come along and I'll switch it up again. But don't be afraid to adapt and make what works for you, and also try to live your life without having other opinions of you sway who you do. Like if I listen to people's opinions about Whatnot and how it's scummy and how it's terrible platform, I would still be on eBay. But I don't let people's opinions of things sway what I decide on my mind. So there we go.
There's the comment right there. We got a question for you, Paul.
Yes, yes, Derek. How'd you know about Mrs. Debbie? Miss Debbie pays me $2,000 an hour to do her nails. So the joke's on you, Derek. Man, it's good money.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, Johnny, you want anything you got to plug?
My shows every Monday through Friday. I do a morning show, and then if I do the special way of sourcing on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Friday I do a would you buy it or would you leave it when going out sourcing. It's basically every Friday. I do Monday night fun night bingo night still at 4:30. Every Wednesdays at 1:00 is a hump day auction. I'm trying to put out videos once a week. I do a lot of one-on-ones after shows, helping people learn how to do YouTube, StreamYard, platforms to sell on, how to get things done and do YouTube auctions, that kind of stuff. And so whenever you do resource, whenever you're doing your platforms or you're reselling or you're thinking about getting into reselling, one of the things like Paul mentioned earlier, don't be afraid to tell people what you do, because that's your communication. You're actually building a rapport and collaborating with others. That is the biggest thing you can do to help you get your channel or your whatnot or wherever you plan on wanting to sell at. That'll get you going. It'll make you those connections.
All right, Middleman, you got something?
Well, I don't have anything. No, I don't have anything planned out this week. I just taking care of a couple of things, personal things. But I might pop up with a whatnot during the week. And next Saturday, I probably schedule a Saturday or Sunday show. Paul, would you recommend 2 shows a day or just
a day? It depends. There's going to be different buyers at both times. So like my recommendations for shows, if it's a weekday show, is either to do it before 9 or after 5, when the regular folks are at home and not the resellers. But on the weekend, I would say do it anytime. And I've known people that do 2 shows a day, 3 shows a day, and have success at all 3 shows. It just depends on getting your. The only thing I would recommend with whatnot is to have a consistent thing. Like people know Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, it's my garage sale show. Doesn't know what it is. Like they know. I've been doing that almost since November now. Every single Saturday, 7 p.m. So like if you're going to be consistent and every Saturday or Sunday have 2 shows a day at 9, whatever, 8 and 8 or whatever, as long as it's consistent, it will grow.
I do want to plug in one more thing before I forget. On this Thursday, the 18th, I'm gonna be a guest or co-host on Ella Saved Here First at 1:00 on her every Thursday auction, and then at 7:15 I'll be on with Glamorous Closet. She is doing a classy crap auction this Thursday. I'm going to be on her channel at 7:15 time slot on her channel.
They are trying to. They mean you. Mr. Jack, is that what you mean? Yeah, Brian and Tracy, they're crushing it right now and whatnot. They're getting on all the trains, doing the right things, coming in, supporting me. Like if you guys want to grow, one of the good ways is to support me, guys. That's
right.
The best way to grow is come in, spend money in my show. And Brian figured that out.
All right.
See, he agrees. He knows it. But like I said, like as long as you're consistent on whatnot, and you have a time slot, it doesn't matter what the time slot is. As long as you build that in, and they know at this time of day, this time they're doing, and it has to be the same show. You can't have like, okay, I'm on at 10 a.m. on Sundays, and then one day you sell books, next week you sell Pokemon cards, next week you sell video games, because there's different buyers for all that stuff, and they're not gonna remember what's happening. But if it's this like the same kind of consistent style of show at the same consistent amount of time, your repeat buyers are gonna come back, and that's all that matters. You could have a crowd of 50 people, and none of them are bidding, and you just have a fun time talking with them. But the buyers are what's more important and whatnot, and they will remember, especially if it's a good quality stuff. Oh, the middleman got a show next week. He's selling this. Let me bookmark it. I can go and buy some more good stuff from him. So that's the most important thing there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jen, for sharing the week again.
All right. So the only thing that I have going on outside of the already items that I spoke of is I think on Tuesday I'm going to a liquidation place where you have to basically sign up with your business license, your tax ID, go through a little presentation before they allow you to come there and buy. And the reason being is that most, I would say 98% of the items that they sell are basically the type of stuff that you could get at any of the big box stores, Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, Target, those type places. So they really kind of streamline you as a buyer. I used to buy from them 3 years ago, and then I stopped buying, and then all of a sudden, now it's like they got all kind of new stipulations in order for you to come in there and be a buyer. So I think I'm going there Tuesday to do the presentation, sign up, and then put myself in a position to be able to buy some of those pallets in bulk, where I can just take the whole pallet and send it to Amazon, once I inspect it. So that's one of the things that I left off what I got going on this week. Other than that, that's pretty much it outside of the norms with reselling. So we're going to go ahead and close this show out. I want to give a shout out to the chat. Thank you all for coming out, supporting the channel. Thank everyone once again for watching my videos and getting me back in a position to be monetized for the second time. And I want to give big ups to Paul. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, I watched this guy, when he first started his YouTube channel into where it's at right now. And I know it came off of hard work. So I want to thank you, Paul, for taking time out to come out here, to the Little Man channel and, gracing us with your presence, and all the knowledge that you brought tonight. So with that being said, Buffalo Picker, Defend the Hustle. See you all next week.